All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Taylor House Publishing. Glad to see everybody in the building, in the chat. Thank y'all for tuning in. First of all, as always, we want to give honor and praise to the Most High God, for without Him, we would not be here. So, first of all, I want to thank God for allowing us to make it through another day. And once again, as always, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in to the channel, liking the video, sharing the video, and also subscribing to the videos. I really appreciate that. Those, of course, who donate through Super Chat and also through the Cash App. Let me put that up there as well. I really appreciate the monetary donations and also the words of encouragement and, motivation as, we continue to looking towards this case and many other cases around the nation. If this is your first time to the channel, please let us know where you're from. And if you have not subscribed, please do that as well. Now, tonight, you're going to hear some eyewitness testimony, as the caption shows, straight from someone who was there when our dear brother Javion Magee was found in Henderson, North Carolina on September the 11th, 2024. Now, if you haven't heard, Javion Magee was the 21-year-old truck driver from Aurora, Illinois, who was found under very suspicious circumstances in Henderson, North Carolina. And the Henderson Sheriff Office, the Vance County Sheriff Office, and the authorities or the powers that be there have ruled it self-inflicted. And we have been searching. We have been pointing out things, examining the timeline, examining witnesses, examining evidence, speaking to the parents, and just looking at every bit of information that has been put out there about this case. And we have been searching for clear-cut proof. Now, there's a lot of speculation. Of course, we know the picture with the three people from the nighttime, which, of course, Javion was found during the daytime. We have, the Patrick West guy. We have the scene of the trees not being able to hold our brother. So we have a lot of evidence, but we had no proof. So today I am going to play this recording of someone who was there, and they're going to give you information that contradicts the narrative that Sheriff Brain and others have put to us. Now, I meant to upload it earlier today. I did have some trouble with YouTube approving the video because the conversation that you're going to hear is about 11 minutes long. But tonight, I'm just going to play the two most important parts that will let you know that our brother did not do this to himself. Now, the whole video, and I'm going to upload the entire conversation tomorrow. I finally did get them to accept the video. And that conversation with the brother, you're going to hear it in its entirety. And listening to it today, I had to check myself, because at certain times in the conversation, and you'll hear it tomorrow, I did get kind of angry, upset, because of the totality of the situation and people not being forthright about what happened. So I'm going to ask for, y'all forgiveness already, and you're going to kind of probably hear that in the call. So, yeah, this is it. This is something that we've been searching for. This right here is no speculation. This is right from the horse's mouth. as they say. So what I'm going to do now is once again play the introduction. Once again, if you like, share, and subscribe to the video, please. And then we're going to come right back with the information that proves that our brother did not do this to himself. Just stay tuned with me, please.
From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House brings the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you on your feet. Taylor House, we got the scoop. Taylor House Publishing.
All right, so we are back, and I received some calls today as well from an individual that was in Henderson County, and he informed me that he was speaking to a white lady, and he brought the situation up. Have you heard about the Javion Magee case? And he said that the lady, kind of looked at him sideways, but this white lady said that, yeah, I heard about it, and, something's not right with that. And she said that there's a lot of people, even white people, saying that something is not right with that situation. And so that let me know that this person, who you're going to hear shortly, is telling the truth. And so for all of the people who are concerned about what we have been doing, this is in the search for justice. That is what this is for. And I remember when our dear brother's mother, Tiara Gates, first commented on one of our shows. Her words was, "My son did not die in vain." And I realized that her words are coming true today, because of Javion's demise, and the persistence and the dedication of everyone who feels that this did not happen as the sheriff says it happened, a bright light has been shown on the city of Henderson, North Carolina, where a lot of instances of police corruption, injustice, harassment, failure to prosecute. If you saw the show this morning, you saw the show about Leroy Holder and Jimmy Clayton, in which Leroy Holder was beat, put into a coma, and 7 days later, unfortunately, he expired from his injuries. And they only charged Jimmy Clayton for assault inflicting serious injury. And after the Deal brothers' passing, they upgraded the charge to assault with a deadly weapon with intent to unalive, inflicting serious injury. But they never upgraded the charge, according to Mr. Holder's family, to what it should be, because the man definitely lost his life. So that sheriff is, the sheriff and the DA and the powers that be, they have a history of standing by what is wrong. But to the conversation that you're about to hear, this conversation came about when a gentleman called me in regards to our dear brother, Quentin Bullock. Now, as you know, Mr. Bullock was listed on the police report, and it has been told to me several times that, he was the person who found our brother. Now, the other day, somebody sent me a photo of him being arrested. And I put the photo up and, said that my point in putting the photo up is that because he saw the body and may have seen something that was incorrect according to several surface sources, they may be trying to incarcerate him to silence him. Nevertheless, he is out now, and I've had the pleasure of speaking to several of his family members. And as I mentioned, they are concerned because certain people are taking these videos and just taking the caption or taking the picture and running with their own narrative. And so, from what I understand, I'm actually going to show you, or I'm going to read to you some of the text that I just went back and forth with tonight to let you understand, how people are feeling about this. Now, once again, I never stated that this young man was part of what happened to Javion. Only thing I stated was that his name was listed on the police report. But just a little message, and the message read, and this was only about 2 hours ago. It says, "Greetings, I'm coming to you as humbly as I know how. What you have done to my brother Q was devastating him more than his troubled life. Q was always spoiled by our huge family. Everyone knows the Greystone boys. Always enduring finding someone hung. You traumatized him, talking about me all over again, constantly mentioning him. And here lately publicizing his arrest to the world. Just because records are public, the way you use it is weighing heavy on Q. His actions and way of being is on him, but you can't put an extra storyline on his life for monetary gain." And so I read it, and before I could respond, the person said, "I understand your channel is monetized and you might even care about Javion, but leave my brother alone, sir. If you receive any calls of anyone saying that they are Quentin Bullock, they are lying. My brother nor no one on my brother's behalf will be speaking with you. We do not want to get a cease and desist. Do not sell your soul for Google, you Bituminati." Now, I don't think that she knows what cease and desist is, because I've never said that, the brother did anything. And I don't know who this person is, but, the young man's brother and sister called me and we had a nice conversation. And the sister didn't blame me, but she did allude to the coverage of the video once we're naming everybody in this, trying to get to the bottom of it. But the sister said, no, it's actually people in Henderson coming back with information and saying he did this or saying he did that, right? And so I addressed the sister. I said, I don't do what I do for monetary gain. First off, I make money on my books and my career, publishing, and mental health counseling, among other things. I'm doing this to help uncover an obvious plot of evil that everyone sees through. I said, you mentioned your brother. What if it was him? All right, so there we go with the lagging again. So, and then I said, I haven't done anything to him. Someone sent me that photo that I do nothing about. And if you care to watch and understand the video from a logical and non-emotional standpoint, you would understand why I mentioned him, as to the people who are covering it up may be using his arrest to silence him. But nevertheless, and I just saw this comment, saw this in the chat. I said, I feel you. But tell me what is worse, finding a unalive body or being unalive. And once again, the whoever this was responded, if the young boy's body was beaten that badly, it never would have been possible to say that it was self-unalivement. The lawyers at the press conference mentioned bruising around the neck and a broken neck. Do not use my brother to write your scripts. Now, once again, I said, listen, police and medical examiners lie all the time. As you're going to hear, this person, not her brother, but this person was also at the scene saying as such. And then, I had to kind of address it because, I just have to address these things. I said, but you said you were coming humbly, but you telling me what not to do is not humble at all. And so, I just left it there. She, she said something other, and but I just wanted to read that because this gentleman also called in the same vein. He's saying, okay, listen, you have made things hard for him. Once again, it's me. I am making things hard for him just by trying to uncover what thousands of people call me every day, or not thousands, but thousands of people have probably called me saying, yeah, this doesn't seem right. And so, once again, my heart goes out to my brother. I can't imagine, having to witness what this man is going to tell you that he witnessed. But we also, once again, have to seek justice. And before I play the tape, once again, I'm going to read this scripture from Isaiah 58:1. It says, cry loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet in Zion, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of thy God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice, and they take delight in approaching to God. And so that is the spirit that we're coming in. We're looking for justice. Not saying, once again, that my brother, Mr. Bullock, had anything to do with it. And the only reason that he is mentioned, it wouldn't matter if his name, if it was James Hughley or Deontay Smith, whoever it was that was on that police report, they are going to be in a bad position. Yeah. And that's another reason I like that, Tiger Lee, because I was going to say, and I do these stories all the time, I can read directly from a news article and somebody will call me and say, hey, why are you talking about my family member? And I'm like, I got this from a news article. Did you call the news article? Did you call the city public records? Did you call the courthouse and tell them not to put your relative's name there? And so if that energy is not going to be put towards everybody, then why is it directed towards, someone who's trying to do right by the information? But nevertheless, we're going to play this video. I see 900 people in there. And so I don't know who be counting the likes, but how many likes we got, I'm going to play it regardless of how many likes we do got. But from what I understand, the more you like the video, the more it shows up in the algorithm and allows this information to get out. But this is the information that we've all been waiting for. And so I am going to play it, and I'm going to give you a little context. But, please watch the video tomorrow, because you're going to hear the whole conversation. And it's going to be much more addressed in this conversation about the whole incident than what I'm going to address tonight. But I definitely wanted to put this right here out because this right here is the end all be all. So without further ado, here we go.
That's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
All right, I'm going to play it for you one more time.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
One more time.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
All right. So the person that you hear is not Quentin Bullock. I heard somebody say, if he'll tell anybody, why is his sister saying keeping out of him? No, that's not Quentin Bullock. And, to be honest, you're going to hear it tomorrow anyway. So we got to be truthful. And I see it in the comment, but tell anybody he's scared. You're right. So that is the man that Quentin Bullock was working for or working with. And you heard him say, matter of fact, I'm gonna just replay it real quick.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
Now, he said when we found him, and tomorrow the whole conversation is going to tell, he's going to go in more detail about the 911 call, about the owners of the property, about threats, about things that they're facing, and it's disheartening. That's why I got so mad. You're going to hear it in the call, because it was like we're going through something. And you heard him. He said, you heard him. He said, I told everybody. That's the same thing I told them that day. Meaning, he told everybody. And I didn't play that part of the call, but you're going to hear it tomorrow. But he literally told everybody. That's not Brain. Well, if it is Brain, then I guess he's but it's definitely not Brain. But I want to play it in its entirety, because when I break it down, you're going to understand the main points. But this man called me, and he called me in defense of our brother Quentin Bullock, because he was concerned too about all of the things that Mr. Bullock is going through, just because he found Javion. And he's going through some things, in my opinion, because he's being threatened not to say anything. And that's just my opinion from, once again, information that I have got from several people, even people from that are close to him, saying that, yes, he did mention that the brother, was kind of battered. But as you heard this man, no, beat up and beat the ish out of are two different things. And so that's why you remember the 911 call. You remember the 911 call and somebody in the background coming up saying, "Oh," like you can hear him, "Oh." So that means that, and from the call, from the rest of the conversation, it seems like they saw him from afar. They saw him from afar. Then they went and got the person who made the call, which is reportedly, allegedly, suspectedly Ray Patrick. And if this man is saying that somebody beat the S out of him, then if you heard the 911 call with the man sitting there looking at, no, he looked like he in himself in a tree. No, he looked like he himself in a tree. No, he was laughing. So if one person is saying that this person had the ish beat out of him, then this man had to see that. So his first words to the caller wouldn't be, "Oh yeah, he looked like you said." His words would be, "Yeah, it looks like he's been beat." So you got allegedly, and everything that I say on this program is allegedly. All the information that I comment on is commentary of my own opinion. None of this is fact or has been proven or vetted. And so let's get that out the way for, the cease and desist person, who sent me the text. But also we have to look at, and I was so disgusted when I went back and read Sheriff Brame's statement. And I'm going to pull that up now. Reading his statement and listening to that call should give everyone, a sense of disgust with this man. Sense of disgust. Let me share this screen and we'll read it real quick. And I don't know if y'all can see that on your screen. Let's look. Now, but look at the second paragraph, right? Is that the second paragraph? Yes. The North Carolina Chief Medical Examiner's Office, which is the coroner that our brother just mentioned. The North Carolina Chief Medical Examiner's Office conducted an autopsy and concluded Javion did not have any defensive wounds and there were no signs of physical or sexual assault. He did have hemorrhaging and around the soft tissue and therefore. But what's most disturbing is Sheriff Brame's first in the paragraph. This morning, Sheriff Curtis Brame, members of the command staff, and detectives with Javion's family to express our condolences and to work with family members through the details of our investigation today. Investigators offered to take Javion's family to Banco Mill Road, share where his body was found. Javion's family requested to see and were shown evidentiary, not evidence, but evidentiary photos. Local minister, Pastor Obi Terrell, also attended the meeting and led a word of prayer. Sheriff Brain wants to assure the public that his office is being transparent as possible, while most importantly, being respectful of Javion's grieving family. Now, this man is telling a bold-faced lie, along with the coroner at the chief medical examiner's office. Let's go again. Let's hear this.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a coroner and everybody else that know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the coroner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
And so you heard him say last, it's the coroner job, and you know that's when, appreciate y'all super chat for real. I see them, but I'm trying to be, focused on my message because reading the comments and everything sometimes throw me off. But I certainly see them, and I really appreciate y'all. Nita Florney. Javion Magee fought back, and that's why they clipped his nails. Father God is our vindicator. In my opinion, they've gotten away with these actions for so long. They're ignorant to the fact that God sees all. Exactly. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Let me go find a more. I'm sorry, y'all, but I do want to acknowledge those. This is my journey. Father God shows up and shows out. Thank you for THP, appreciate you. And I think it was one more early on that I missed. But I really appreciate, and the Cash App. I just received the Cash App too. So I appreciate you, my sister, and anybody else whom I miss. And I'm strolling. Thank y'all once again for tuning in, and that is way up there. But I really appreciate y'all. But the fact that they are lying, okay, there we go. It's only time. Appreciate you. It's only one me. Appreciate you. Street Angel. Thank you, Street Angel. Thank you again, Street Angel. And let me see. Okay, I think that's it. But the fact that they will sit there and use God as a cover, use religion, use someone's grief as a cover to not, explain what happened. And somebody said the medical examiner probably fixed his face. Now, as y'all know, if y'all saw the video with the mother, they said that, they wanted to see their son. They wanted to see pictures. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they told her that, I don't think you want to see him, or I don't think you want to see him like that. And also at the medical examiner's office, when they was ready to see him, they was like, no, we don't have it set up like that. There's other people in the room. So we can't let you in there. And so, and then if you listen to the interview, I think with the mother and the father, they said, okay, as soon as the press conference was over, they was like, okay, well, now we can go see him. And then the funeral home called them and said, the coroner's office called him and said, no, he's already been transferred to the funeral home. And they didn't have time because they was going back to Chicago, if I'm correct. So that sounds like pinpoint accuracy, clear-cut strategic measures to prevent that family from seeing their son, because they know, as you heard the man say, when we found him, Chatting with common sense. Please, Chase, you keep your foot on the gas. Thank you dearly. And I battle with sharing this information, right? But I realize without it being shared, then people will not know. Then they will have to admit that this is happening or it has happened. Once again, I've received several calls from people in the town saying, nah, well, that they know, that everybody know what happened. Like the young brother said last night. A day after it happened, federal agents was in the woods. Those woods behind where he was found. And they're reportedly, from a lady that is familiar with the town, there's a whole bunch of little enclaves back there in the woods that they meet at. As you heard my brother say, the grifter from Mississippi, there's the KKK headquarters there. They be all in the woods. And once again, that's how I think, because I know people like him who live in the woods, who are just outdoorsmen, who live off the grid like that. And he can just be there watching and quiet, because if y'all might not remember, but back in the days, it was something called the Great Dismal Swamp. The Great Dismal Swamp was right up in Virginia, I think, on the border somewhere. But that is where runaway slaves ran to when, they were trying to get away. And they would camp out in the swamps. And when the people would go get them, they would know how to pick them off because they were used to the swamps. And it came to a point was when the people stopped messing with them because they couldn't get them out of the swamp. It's called the Great Dismal Swamp. Look it up. So our people have that history. It's innate in us to be able to dip and dodge in those areas and not be seen and maneuver where we cannot be seen. And so the fact that this gentleman, if y'all missed it, here it is again.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
And that's one of the things that caused the conversation to get you, or called me. I'm not saying the conversation because I appreciate my brother for staying calm. That kind of called me to kind of, what you mean it's not your problem? Like what? If you know something and you got the entire sheriff department, the entire Vance County, the DA, all of those people saying that he did this to himself, and you're not going to say nothing, as I stated at one time in the call, you part of the problem. But I understand, right? Because the reason why I understand, I want you guys to take a look at this message that I received. And I hope I cut this out. Let's see. Okay, let's see if y'all can read this, right? Now, this is somebody who sent a letter or email to the North Carolina Department of Justice. And it reads, "We are very sorry about the demise of Javion Magee. Our office appreciates hearing from you about your concerns. Our office does not have any involvement in the investigation of the demise of Javion Magee. Under North Carolina law, the North Carolina Department of Justice does not have authority to conduct criminal investigations or prosecute criminal actions except in certain specific or limited situations." Is this not one? Nevertheless, attorneys at the North Carolina Department of Justice are available to assist in the prosecution of criminal cases but only when requested to do so by a district attorney. Now, who is the district attorney of Vance County? Of course, we know he's not going to request it, especially if his homeboys are part of the crime. Let's just be honest. But this is the kicker. Any questions or concerns concerning regarding the demise of Javion Magee should be directed to the Vance County Sheriff Office, the district attorney, or the State Bureau of Investigations. And you can find contact information for all three below. So that is what people are going to get when they reach out to the North Carolina Department of Justice. And they are operating under North Carolina law, which means this is the law that we set up. Now, you know, within the past days, we've already okay, I'm trying to take this off, my fault. We've already outlined the intricate network of possible suspected Triple K or white supremacist group in North Carolina. And so the first entity they say is the Vance County Sheriff Office. If they were doing their job, then we wouldn't be reaching out to you, sir. Now, he also said under the request of the DA's office. Now, again, if the DA is all connected, it's all buddy with the powers that be, then of course he is not going to request the North Carolina Department of Justice under North Carolina law. And the last group, and we covered that in a previous episode, is the State Bureau of Investigations. The State Bureau of Investigation. We remember when we said the State Bureau of Investigation has particular agents or a particular agent that comes in to each district or each jurisdiction. So that means that agent, just like remember Sheriff Brame said, yeah, we're calling in the SBI to help with the investigation. He's calling in somebody that they already have a working relationship with. They've already probably covered up some crimes, probably the one hand washed the other, you know what I mean? And then they, okay, well, yeah, this is what we found. This is what we found. Okay, so I'm on Do Not Disturb right now. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, but evidently this person wanted to call twice back to back. But peace and blessings. You live on the air. I'm wonderful. How you doing? Hey, do me a favor before you ask me a question. Could you turn your background noise down so I can hear you? Yeah, as long as I can't hear myself talking over you in the background.
Well, let me ask you a question. I mean, I've been following your program, ever since all this stuff happened. Let me ask you a question. Look, if a man jump from a tree and hang himself.
Okay, my brother. Watch the words you say because they'll shut the video down if you use certain words. But go ahead.
Okay. Now, if a man was to
yeah, I got you though. I got you.
Shouldn't he have a hand scar around his neck or something?
Yeah, he should. And actually, it's funny because I did take 2 pictures of my brother, before everybody got there. And I looked at him the other day, and there was like a stick right here. And I don't know if there's always a stick there, almost like it was, holding him in place. I don't know, but we don't know what kind of scars he got, my brother, because nobody saw him before. You know what I mean? Nobody saw him before they got. So if he did have any kind of scars, you remember he stayed at the coroner's office for a week.
Yeah, so I worked at a funeral home too, so they had time for to fix that stuff up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
Appreciate you for calling. Now, are you watching the live show or are you watching replays right now?
I'm watching, let me see, I was watching you, I think it's live.
Yeah, because now that sounds like the one from last night or something.
Yeah. And like I said, so I'm sitting there thinking about it, I mean, if a person was to do that, do certain thing with that, but it should be that strong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so I know you ain't watching this show, right? So listen.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna play you something that another resident from Henderson called me the other day and said, just listen to this. Listen closely.
Like I told them that day when we was out there, somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a coroner and everybody else that know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the coroner's job.
You hear that?
Yes, sir.
So that's somebody who saw it. So we everything that they telling us now is suspect. Right. And make sure you watch the call to watch the show in the morning, because you're gonna hear a lot more from that man than that. All right. You too, sir. Thanks for calling. All right, thank you, sir. Mm-hmm. And so, thank you, Gerald Davenport. If they lied about this, ain't no telling what else they gonna lie about. And that's what I've been kind of these sack faces are using the sheriff to do their dirty work, and the sheriff played a part in the demise of Javion Magee. I be trying to hush puppies is the name of the game. All right, I remember that. So, but basically, that's what I've been kind of saying the whole while when we were asking all these questions. Well, if he got out in the truck and he walked back to his truck, don't you think they got cameras in the truck? Like all of the questions that we asking can't be answered because the whole thing is a lie. Well, if he got it to the Walmart, why wasn't no camera? He wouldn't give a guy, $200. None of it makes sense because none of it is true. Bonnie Lyon, did the NC Funeral Home take pictures? I don't know. I would probably doubt it, because once again, they knew all of these people are connected. All funeral homes and medical, like they work together. People expire every day. So that's a constant flow. So they're going to have networks and people that they work with. And, like I got a homeboy who own a funeral home. Shout out to JB Rose. If y'all need some people in Barry, JB Rose funeral home. I don't think he involved in none of that. But I was talking to him one day. He was like, "Yeah, man, man, they dying to see us, and that's true because the funeral home, they get calls every day. They work with the coroner, they work with the police, they work with everybody. Who's coming to get the body? Who's going to get the body? So there's a certain relationship that they say, okay, look, man, we need you to get this body come clean up real quick. We don't have, and that's how things go. And so, it's definitely something to marvel at when this man right here clearly said, look, no, man, when I walked up to him, I knew that, and yep, Pastor, what was his name? Pastor Gino Terrell or whoever he is. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. If he rocking around with Ray, and remember the other day, right? I did the show, same show I did with, when my brother went to jail. I said, Sheriff Brain got saved. But how did he just go and repent for the lies that he telling now? I see you typing in all caps. I don't know who you've been talking to, but you know, yeah, they did mention some things, but nevertheless, this is the person who found it. So who are you going to believe? You're going to believe some pictures that may have been doctored, and mind you, they didn't see the photos until a week later when they got there. Now, I don't know if you know about AI, Ebony Goddess, but when people are trying to cover up something, they can do that, right? And there was an article, and I don't even know if y'all seen this article, and I hope I shared it to my messenger. But if not, I can go to my emails. But there was an article. Okay, yeah, here it is. I'm gonna play this one for you, just for y'all, because for those of you who just think that it is out of the question that these things could be orchestrated in such an intricate manner, I want you to listen to this 30-year law enforcement officer share their opinion on this case. Let me see. And this article was on the 19th. And I hope it don't have any trigger words in it. We're gonna have to talk over them if it does. But hold on real quick. I'm gonna share this screen with you because I don't, you know, people think that these things don't happen. Like there's not an intricate network of people, just like remember the ladies yesterday. There's a cleanup crew. There's a cleanup crew that they call. It's time to clean up. Let me see. Okay, now here it go. No, not that. Oh, yeah, this is it. All right, I don't know how I got this advertisement, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Okay.
More details about the investigation into Magee's death after his body was discovered leaning up against a tree with a rope around his neck. Many calling this a hate crime, but the facts of the death are still unclear. Today, that pressure led to the sheriff's department releasing a detailed timeline of events leading up to Magee's death, including new details.
All right, okay, we're gonna have to, because I don't know. All right, so hopefully we can get it right here. Y'all see me, buff? I still got this spectrum. Still struggling with this spectrum, man. We're gonna
get continued department to release more details about the investigation into Magee's death after his body.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get some of them words out of there.
Body was discovered leaning up against a tree with a rope around his neck. Many calling this a hate crime, but the fact.
All right, man. All right. There you see. We lagging a little bit. All right, let me go ahead and close one of them down. Close this one down too. Let's see this word. All right, okay. So we gonna come back to that video. We gonna come back to that real quick. But basically, the person in the video was saying, look, there are people who know how to make unalivements look like self-unaliveness. And I don't know if y'all seen that video, but I saw that before. So, and that's what I'm saying. See, we are waiting for things that will never happen, Angel Sar. Still waiting for the truck repair company to be transparent to share the whole footage. Javion was there. Listen, why would they do it when the guy who found them, which kind of leads me to believe that there may be some involvement there, suspectedly, presumably, because if this one guy is saying that he was found beat up, and this guy saying, well, no, he looked like he suspended himself from a tree. Then why would they release footage of what possibly happened to him? And somebody mentioned as well, like when he kept walking back, they said, the family said that they just showed him little clips of him walking back and forth to the tree line. Then he walked back there one time and he was never there anymore. So, as it's been told to me, somebody was possibly waiting for him in those little enclaves. They were like, if you go back behind the trees that there was, like there's more stuff back there that we didn't see. And y'all just listen to the one for tomorrow, because I almost got into some of that right now. But I'm gonna save that for y'all tomorrow, so y'all can just watch it and y'all can do your own analysis of what we don't know how. Somebody asked me, will there be an arrest soon? I just wonder how. Okay, thank you, Bonnie Lynn, again. Honestly, I think they're messing with your Wi-Fi. You're doing such a great. I don't know, man. Like I said, I just called another company today, man. So we're gonna see how they act. They gonna see how I act. If I change companies and they still do it, then it is them, whoever they is, But we can't expect somebody to arrest themselves. We can't expect that. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. And then we're gonna take some calls. Peace and blessings, my brother.
Oh, right back at you, big friend. With all due respect, thank you. It's a blessing right now. You're so busy. I can't believe I got on the air with you because I want to talk to the people too, brother. I've been saying to you this, Richard. I've been saying, Richard, why they let us find his body? Why they let us find his body? Why didn't they just dispose of this young man? Why they didn't do that? Because they could have did that, Richard. This is why they did it, Richard. Because they want us to see it and they want us to get scared and not come to their town. They don't know. That's why they did it. That's why they're doing it, I think. They're trying to scare us. They're trying to scare us people that don't act like them. They're not like us.
They're not like us. I like that, my brother. I like that. If somebody, go ahead.
Hey, I'll get out of the way. One thing. In Washington, D.C., we had a pizza store called N Pizza. And they made a dessert called Mary and Berry Knots. And they made a joke about our mayor for life down here. Like a lot of people don't really know about Mary and Berry. They think he was a crackhead. That's not okay to say that. Mary and Berry was a godsend to African Americans and white people, to the nation's capital. This man was a beast, Richard. I promise you, I studied his stuff. I'm 55. That man is the man. If he was no good, like the corporation or to the people, they would have gotten rid of him a long time ago. But he was good. The FBI got rid of him because he was so amazing for the people. Anyway, they made a joke about him, and now we're marching in D.C. on Hand Pizza because you're not going to disrespect our people no more. They want to disrespect us, make our men no good so our kids don't respect us. I'm getting out of your way, okay, big brother? Thank you for letting me talk to big brother. I love you so much, man. You're so amazing. I pray for you. And, of course, they're going to mess up your internet. And that's why we got to get newspapers and signs. We got to get together the old way, the strong way. They're killing us all for hundreds of years, Richard.
Yeah. I appreciate you, my brother. All right. Thank you.
Godspeed to you, big brother.
Peace and love. Yeah, and I think somebody did just ask me, do I have Zelle? So, yeah, I do have Zelle. So, the number is on the bottom of the screen. Y'all let me know if y'all can see the number. And, yes. Peace and blessings. You live on the air.
Circle the picture of Javion.
You said what now?
Do you remember the
the brother who circled that picture of Javion off the reflection of the cop car.
Do I remember the brother? Yeah, that's my brother Trucker Dave. I don't hear from him no more.
Okay. Well, you never. Okay, because the other day, man, you said, I hope you hear this. And my girl passed it to me, and you was kind of talking like I was, bro, you kind of misinterpreted me on what you were saying. Like I laughed out at you. Being a concerned brother.
That's what kind of that I am. Yeah, you kind of was aggressive, my brother. That's why I had to say it. Like you was kind of aggressive, like, you don't talk to people and you don't this and you don't that. I'm like, bro, you don't even. I'm sitting here getting off a plane.
With two or three together, God is in the midst. So let's not do that.
All right.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, you always tell people to prove you wrong, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, bro, like all I was doing was I was concerned about my brother, man. That's what I was doing. And so whatever you got, you know what I'm saying, if it got misconstrued, I get where you're coming from, man, but you can't be, with people because you get offended or whatever, man. I'm just worried about these people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I was just asking you, could you put these people, could you blur their face out? Could you disguise their voice or whatever? Just look out for the people, bro. That's all I was saying. And you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, you can get a truck. A guy like myself who's a trucker, bro. You could have gave me more respect than that, bro. I'm the one. I think we solved the case. Wanted to solve the case for you with pointing out that picture and telling you about the guy who cut the grass. I been got straight to the point. Anyway, and this whole case go right back to it. Remember when I told you that?
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. When, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it you said it?
Like 4 weeks later, like I'm telling you, like I'm like, bro, whoever cut that grass and cut it too perfect, that's the one. You know what I'm saying? They closely connected to the killer right away. And then when that picture came circling out from Prophet P or whatever, I seen his reflection inside of the the panel or whatever, the outside of the truck or whatever, and I circled that and sent it back to you, right? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. That's why. I remember everything. That's what I mean. I would call you like, hey man, this is what we got. This is what we got. What we got? Yeah, no. I'm glad you called.
I'm passionate about my people, bro. I used to be like Hebrew Israelite all out in the streets or whatever, all in the hood, bro, just doing ministry work. Man, I did some of everything, bro. I'm passionate about my people. I don't really care about the whoever gets the credit and none of that. That's why I stay behind the scenes. I don't care about that, but I'm, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's my relationship with the people, man. And especially Javion from the trucker.
I feel you, my brother. And once again, I apologize if I was short or, you know what I'm saying, I offended you anyway, too.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You said that I got on you because you weren't picking up your phone. I don't pay your phone bill, bro. And my whole thing was I was asking you get in touch with that brother.
Yeah, but you told me that I had bad communication habits, my brother.
What happened? You got offended when I said you being sloppy.
Yeah, no. I mean, I
covering up your license plate. Remember, I called you and told you, hey, bro, you left your license plate.
I'm not. Yeah, and I didn't get offended, but once you told me I had bad communication habits. Now you might not remember, but I remember good. You gonna tell me I have bad communication habits, and that was like, I'm like, what do you?
When the older man, remember what he told you? He said, "Call me, man. Come on, call me." You know,
I've been calling him. Did you? You don't know. That's what I'm saying. You don't know how many times I called him, man. Did you hear him on the other show? Was he all right?
Last time, bro, you blocked me for telling you that.
No, I blocked. All right, man. I ain't gonna go back and forth. I blocked you because you told me I had bad communication habits and you was going off. You
bro, I'm about to go live and we on the sports channel, but like I said, I gave this information to you because this your realm. This what you do.
Yes, sir.
I'm a sports guy. I cover the sports podcast. I don't jump over here in your lane. So I just
all right, my brother, man.
I didn't go to my North Carolina brother. That's all that was.
Yeah, man, I'm still here, my brother. Like, I'm still here, man. Like, we ain't going nowhere. I appreciate.
I'm gonna pass you some more. I got a slave ring down in Georgia.
Let's talk about it.
In Georgia, I'm gonna pass that on to you, and then I got another one where boy got shot 19 times and still living from the police.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
All right.
All right, my brother, Trucker Dave. I still got him saved in the phone, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, appreciate y'all for calling, man. Peace and blessings.
Hey, what's up, Richard?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Considering the situation that's going on. Hey, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate you laying out here in Henderson and things like that. And at the same time, though, your thoughts correspond with mine as well when it comes to the situation with no struggle, the scene we just set up perfectly, everything laid around. So if we keep on pushing, you know, we're going to get there, and I'll be there to support whenever we stand out together, however we find out to do it and everything. So, yeah. Thanks for responding and everything.
All right, thank you so much. Peace and love.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace and blessings. You live on the air.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, Mr. Taylor?
Pretty good. How you doing? Can you turn your background noise down?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No diggity, no doubt, my brother. But like I say, I had sent you a text, and I want to rap to you off the air. You know, I heard that guy talk about Q. I know him personally, his parents, grandparents, I know them all. And when they tell you what time it is, that's what it is. So I got some things that me and you need to talk about. And I'm gonna help you with everything I have in my heart. Like I told you, whenever you want to go to Henderson, I'm with you. I'm not disguised. You know who I am, right?
Yeah, I got you saved in my phone. I got to be careful when people call me not to say your name. But yeah, I got you saved in my phone. But who did let me get clear with you, because you said you heard somebody talking about Q. Who did you hear talking about Q?
Yeah, the caller just said that they cut the grass. He knows something about it.
No, he didn't know. He didn't know. That's how stuff gets started. He didn't say nothing about Q. He said, I see them, and he was beat up. So see, we got to be careful.
Not him.
Okay.
The caller that called in that said that the people that cut the grass. I'm not talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The video. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
The dude that called in, I'm gonna clarify what I look at you every day, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know how man you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I know who you. Yeah, I know you right there beside me.
So, yes, sir. And I'm gonna be with you to the end. But they putting it out there for Q. He don't roll like that, dog.
Yeah, we've already clarified that, though. I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what people are saying. I never said Q did anything. So I don't.
No. I didn't say you said that. You didn't. You stood up for Q. But the dude that just called in and said the people that cut the grass know more than what they say.
Okay. I got you.
So
all right.
What I'm telling you from a personal standpoint, I know Q, his mom, dad, granddaddy. I know the whole family, bro.
Yeah, I know they good people. I know they, like I said, I talked to them. I ain't mean to cut you off, but yeah, I talked to them, so I know they good people. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had conversation. So I'm like, yeah, but I feel them too. You know what I'm saying? I feel them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, my brother didn't do nothing but find them. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Why I text you. And I won't gonna call you until that dude come on there with that. The people that cut the grass know this, they know that.
Yeah.
You already know where I'm coming from, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
At the end of the day, I ain't no shorts. But like I told you on the text, call me in the morning, bro. We're gonna have a little talk.
Yes, sir.
And I'm with you, dog. You
I know.
What I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. All right, I'll talk to you in the morning. All right.
To the family, God bless the Javion Magee family. And like I told you, bro, I just went through the same thing with my son. Like you said, peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Thank you for calling us, sir.
Yes, sir.
Peace and love. You on the air. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, my brother Taylor. I just want to, I support and appreciate everything that you're doing. And I'm just trying to figure out how do we get this to a bigger platform. It bothers me every day to know that the elections are so close and that this is something that they don't even give no attention to. Like, we need protection. Where's our protection? Like, how do we move it to a bigger platform? Your platform is great, but we need some people. We got intelligent people that's listening. You got connected people that's listening. They got to do more than listen. We got to make a move.
Yeah, and you right, my sister. But you mentioned the elections, and people are talking about holler at this person and that person. But you got to understand, these people who are running, especially, they're more concerned about getting in that seat than what's happening. Like, you don't hear them talking about nothing else but the issue of the day. So
but this a major issue.
Yeah. But
some people ask me, why do you do this to yourself? Why do you listen to this? Why would I not? It's real. It's going on every day. Like, why would I not?
Yes.
How could you just run from it just because it's not your brother or your father or your sister?
Yeah.
We have to treat every brother and sister as if they was ours.
Exactly.
And I just pray that we all stand up and take it serious right now, because God is on our side, but he don't like the spirit of fear.
God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. And we're going to continue to pray that we stand up and unite and fight with politics, fight with rights. Give us our rights. Whatever, when the things happen with the Chinese and during COVID, they gave them all kind of protection and rights. Where is our rights? If we know what's been going on with us for all these years, can we get some protection?
Yeah.
Can we get a task force?
Yeah, but see, like Dr. John Harik Clark said. If anybody never heard of John Harik Clark, go back and watch some of his videos or read his book. He said, listen, no black people, nobody is your friend. Nobody is coming to save you. So you know what I mean? We ain't none of these governed. Yeah, we gotta save ourselves.
Yes,
but I appreciate you for calling, my sister.
Always. I'm praying for you and praying for us.
All right. Okay. Peace and love.
Peace and love, my brother.
Yeah. And I saw somebody say, do I have PayPal? Yes, I do have PayPal. I think you can use the email to get to the PayPal. Peace and love. Peace and blessings.
Hi. I am from Goldsboro. Can you hear me clearly?
I can.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to say, and I know that you know that this is just one of the reasons that God has kept you throughout all the things that you have been through in your life. I'm so glad to see this coming together. This is going to get bigger than what it is, I know, because we're going to all come together. The young lady was speaking before, saying that we need a bigger platform. This is going to be that big platform. So I appreciate you for all the families that you have been covering and the ones that you're going to be exposing. We need this. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless. I received that. Amen. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
You have a good night.
All right. You do the same. Yeah. And it's, the bigger platforms, like I said, this is something, as the other lady was saying, like, we all know somebody, like I said, somebody gave me or supposed to have gave me Reverend Barber's number. But we also must got to realize that, a lot of the bigger people have bigger things that they are paying their attention to. So little Javion from Aurora that got caught down bad in the South. Yeah, that's bad, but I got this high profile joint over here. That's going to give me this, and this. So, hopefully we can. Peace and blessings. How you doing?
I was to the last not the last caller, but the guy. I'm going to be pretty brief here, but us as Black people, we got to stop feeling so scared when things happen. We're so afraid. Some of us so afraid of white people. That's how it is on the jobs, in the streets, everywhere. Until our color learn how to come together as one. You can't do this by yourself, brother. Yes, God got us, but we got to have ourselves. We got to put in the work as Black people and stop stomping on each other. We got to help each other. So, brother, I appreciate what you're doing. And again, I'm from Valley, Alabama, and anything you need me to do, hey, say it. But if you know something, say something. Don't be scared.
Amen.
Stop. Have a blessed day, brother.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. My brother Glenn, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
Man, I'm trying to get in, man. Not just to run my mouth, but I'm from Mississippi. You know that. But I just sending my condolences out to the family. I understand what they're going through. I mean, it is what it is, Richard. I'm telling you something, man. The people gonna have to talk to the lawyers. Well, we crying out, man. But whatever they're trying to hide, it's gonna, God gonna feel that. They can dig the body back up. They're gonna have to go to court and everything to get a court order. We need to find out what happened, man. And even though the sheriff, you said that, and you ain't lying about that. It don't matter how many people involved. They need to be brought to justice, man. I mean, it is what it is, and ain't no way you can't tell a person ain't beat up. Come on, Richard, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just talk to the family and get the family to talk to their lawyer, and they need to resume that body. They can, in a lot of states, they can dig the body up, but you got to get a court order. And we need to find out, man, really what happened. Because, like you said, why they want to hide the name, man? Because, like you said, they didn't want the family to view the body. Because, the person was beat up, man. And I was listening to the guy was talking. And that's sad. But we got to keep pushing it, man. And we're going to have to ask the sheriff, he need to resign to the mortician and all that did the autopsy. All of them need to be brought to justice, man. All of them. This is Glenn Johnson from Mississippi.
Appreciate you, Mr. Glenn.
What you doing, man?
It's always good to hear from you, my brother, man. Peace and love. Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. Peace and blessings. You live on the air.
I just wanted to, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay, I just wanted to read the scripture, please.
Please,
if I can.
please.
And it's 1 Peter 3:8. And it says, finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate, and be humble. So it's going to take us being like-minded, yes, still having sympathy, love, and prayer. I just believe that God has a way of revealing things. Sometimes things fall apart to come together. So we just need to keep praying on this, and I do believe that justice will be served for Javion, and his prayers, his family is in my prayers.
Thank you. And that's a great point. I appreciate you, my sister.
Thank you.
All right. Peace and love. Yeah, that's definitely a scripture. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is unity. Where there is unity, there is strength. So that's that's really what we need. As I mentioned when the ladies, said, we definitely have to come together. There's nobody that's going to come and save us because people are more interested in saving who? Themselves. But when we begin to look at each other as ourselves, there's a scripture that says, love your neighbor as yourself. But one thing about it, if you don't love yourself, then you're not going to love your neighbor. And so it starts inside when you begin to love yourself and you realize that I heard one of my Muslim brothers said, he's like, brother, when you look at your brother, what is the root word of brother? Other, which is your brother is your other self. And I always took a liking to that because that my brother is my other self, or my sister is my other self. Peace and blessings. You live on the air.
Hello, Richard.
Hey.
My name is Bobby. I'm from Laura, Mississippi, between Jackson and Hattiesburg. And I was calling to say that you're doing a marvelous job. I said, and I'm thinking this is one of the ways that we will be exposing some things to let people know that we're not going to keep taking the junk we've been having to take. You're nationwide, and it's going out, and everybody's beginning to understand this is a whole nother world.
Yeah, so Miss, you said you are in between Hattiesburg and Jackson. Now, did you know about those two situations that just happened in Hattiesburg? Jacoby Lindsay and Jackson, Mr. Percy. Okay, so nobody's around there talking about it.
They're not talking about it, but I'm so proud of you because you're putting it out there, and people gonna be open behind this thing. Because we can't keep going through this. We can't keep taking this mess that we've been having to go through for years.
I certainly appreciate you, and I hope y'all stay safe and strong, and I guess you got to spread the word too. What's going down there, so people will know. But I thank you so much for calling in, Percy Mixon. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, my man Percy Mixon. Let me see. It's buffer because you need more gigs. Okay. Bad boys. Okay. Somebody said I was at Javion services. I have known him since he was a little boy. His nose was altered. You can tell that it had been broken. And I did see, I haven't seen Javion from a little boy, but I got up there and looked, real close, and I did see like one of his, nostrils were almost like smaller than the other. And there was, kind of abrasion on his face. But once again, those guys do a masterful job with their work. So, I can't rule that out, and especially we can't rule it out when we got my brother saying this right here.
Put out there what they want to put out there. I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of this boy, and I will tell anybody that he wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
Peace and blessings. You on the air.
What's up, brother? How you doing tonight?
Peace and love, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. Hey, man, I just got a couple thoughts about this. So, I've been rocking with you for like the past month, man. I just got around to your channel. I'm like, man, this is great. So, where I'm from the home of Sonia Massey. You heard about that one?
That was in I want to say Texas.
Yeah, that was in Springfield, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And I remember the family talking, and they said that Ben Crump got in on it. Now, do you have anything against him?
I don't have anything against them per se, but what I've realized, that you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when lawyers like him, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, when they get in, I've never seen a conviction, but I have seen monetary compensation. Now you may
wasn't the deal down there in Georgia with Ahmaud Arbery? Didn't he get that squared away and they went to jail?
No, I don't know if he was there though, that one, but that was a clear cut. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't know. I don't know. But what I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So somebody said Ben is a compensatory lawyer, not a criminal lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Because I've mentioned, some people as well, and they was like, no, you need a criminal lawyer. So but once again, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you can pull it up, but from what I have seen families hush and get money. Now, if that's the way to go, because of course they can't get their child back, and they say, okay, look, we not even gonna go about the criminal, we gonna go about the civil. And so I don't know how that goes, but throughout history, I have seen, people don't get just like Breonna Taylor, right? They clear cut, unalive her, and the only charges they gave the officers was wanton endangerment, and that was for their bullets going into the house of the other people. So, but Breonna's family got 12 million. And you can go down the list of all of the other high profile cases, once again, with the exception of a few, but then, if I'm not mistaken, once the family does get that conviction, I never hear about the family getting a settlement. So I think it's either one or the other. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong.
We could set a major stage for ourselves if we all came together and just pulled up on Henderson. And I'm not talking about nothing violent. I'm talking about show up, get the media involved, and make a thing about it. Let people start talking about this. I mean, the elections is going to be died down in about a week and a half, so they're gonna need something new to jump on, and that'll be the perfect setting, man.
Okay, hey man, that's a great idea. We've been wondering when to go. But and that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
You talk about it, I'm down. We get some people together, man. We ride out there.
All right, okay. All right, that's what we're gonna do, man. And we ain't it because they already know what we're doing anyway. So it ain't no use to, hide it. We just set a date on the line and we just get it there. That's a private conversation, but once again, so if we do private, and I don't know everybody, you know what I'm saying? We don't, so it could be somebody that say, yeah, I want to come too. They get my email, and they could be one of the other people, as they say, So it ain't no hiding, but yeah, man, I like it.
Well, let's just, what I'm saying, get everybody over the next few days, talk about it, man. See if we can put something together, man. But have a good night, bro.
Man, I thank you, my brother, for calling. Peace and love.
All right.
Yeah. So that is a great idea. I didn't think about that because that, just like I mentioned. Peace and blessings. You live.
Let me cut my TV. Pause my TV. What you need to do? Y'all need to put on some black robes and get 3 black crosses in front of the sheriff department and start burning something and cause some attention and vote that sheriff out. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. That's
the town need to vote the sheriff out. Get on your voting stuff and vote them people up out of there. But I guarantee you, y'all put some black robes on and go down there and get your 3 crosses and burn.
Some black crosses.
That's right. Get some black crosses and go down there in front of that department and burn.
Yeah.
They ain't the only ones can burn some crosses. We can burn some crosses too.
Yeah, we can burn some crosses. You right.
Hide in the woods. We can do that out alone.
I like your attitude. I like your attitude.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much. Peace and blessings.
All right.
And yeah, that's once again, that's always an option. Once again, like I don't know if y'all watched the show last night, but my brother was like, man, what's up with the turn the other cheek thing? I was like, well, that ain't really my philosophy. But if I'm against 10 people and I'm only one person, I'm gonna be diplomatic. I'm gonna just wait my turn. I'm gonna catch them one by one, or I'm gonna just get away from the 10 and be prosperous. So, you know, yeah, civil, not criminal. That's a so, you know, that's, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know many people. You know, y'all may have some more information on that, but that's one thing I've noticed over the years when you know, these situations happen. Peace and blessings. You on the air?
Hello, Richard.
Yes.
What about you're talking about a bigger platform? What about Roland Martin? And I did leave a message for someone to contact Reverend Barber, but haven't heard anything back from him yet.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Roland already.
About, you know, like I said, a bigger platform to get somebody that's going to act on our part that can do it pro bono. So I applaud the work you're doing, and thank you so very much. And keep your head up, stay trusted in God, and everything's gonna work its way out.
Amen. 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 All right. All right. And this is what my man said. I told you his face was beat up. The autopsy from the state medical exam, I wouldn't trust them. How they fixed them up. Repeat the peace and blessings.
Hey, Richard, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. First off, I want to say what you're doing is fantastic. It's motivating. I just want to say I think it's highly offensive for people to call in and say we should try to get this on a bigger platform. That's like saying, hey, the work you did. Yeah, it's all cool and dandy to call in 5 minutes later and say, hey, what you doing so far has been good, but no. That's not how YouTube works. YouTube works by sending and sharing. You see, like everybody else got a phone list of people, whether they constantly talk to them or not. And they have the ability to send this video or any other video to everybody on their phone list that they don't talk to, as well as everybody that they do talk to. You see, the people that's on here have the ability to make your platform bigger, not shop your work around other people. That's disgusting. You know, and I say this, I'm not one of these cheese peoples, man. I'm trying to hurt her feelings. I'm trying to let her know she is wrong for even trying to influence people to, hey, let's invest in somebody else. No, invest in this man. You can't sit there and ask yourself for a pretty leader on the subject. You got what you're getting. Nobody except for you in the audience cares that this guy is gone. Richard laid these bricks down foundationally to wake us all up, and this is why we're here right now. You need to take your meds. You need to, you know what? Sometimes you need to clear these deceitful cheerleaders out.
All right, my brother. I certainly appreciate you for calling, but and I appreciate that too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, sometimes, you know, like you know, nobody. There is somebody out there that's bigger than me who may have some more influence. But I'm with you too, though. You know, I'm with you too. Let's work with what we got until, you know, most people don't want to join something until it gets big. You know. So, you know, we can
most
keep.
People want to try to take over something once it's gotten big. Brother, you got to understand, I'm Lex Will. I have a channel. I got videos that's got 100,000 views. Okay, I understand what you how you say, the balance of it and everything. But sometimes some people go too far because it's not their house to go and say, let's move. But I ain't gonna tie you up, man. I love what you're doing, and again, I don't follow anything like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, this person calling me a troll. Okay, go on my channel. I already did my Javion.
I appreciate you, Will, man. We'll talk later.
The comments sometimes.
Yeah, I know
they are.
You can't. Yeah, you can't read the comments now. If you read the comments, you're gonna be laughing. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna have to respond. But I definitely appreciate you, my brother.
Like that, the comments motivated me.
Yeah.
The comments motivated me to go to the what's the Lady M channel.
I don't know.
I went over her channel and I got there in a conversation with her. I called in and she said she played this clip from the sheriff. The clip from the sheriff is the sheriff makes this statement: the picture floating around is real. And you know, she paused the video and doubled down with me. Did you hear that? And I said, oh wow, yeah, I did. See, this is the crowbar you got, man. The picture. If you want any suggestion, tell your audience to send the picture out to these agencies. Tell your audience to send the picture out to somebody that can test the picture to prove it's real, and then it's all downhill from there. Other than that, it's nothing's gonna change. It's all the same.
All right, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. We're gonna talk. All right. Peace and love. My brother Lex Will. He always in the chats, but show your video and have some moves. So what was we talking about? But yeah, man, we just got to realize. Oh yeah, that's what somebody mentioned. Roland Martin. I think Roland and Indisputed already did a show on it, though. You know, they did a show on it, and of course, you know, once again, they kind of moved on to the next show because, you know, as I was talking about the larger quote unquote leaders or the larger attorneys, you know, this may not be large enough for them. Peace and blessings. You live.
Yes. I just wanted to call and say I heard it on Roland Martin as well as on Indisputable. But on Indisputable, his commentator, did anyone listen at what he said? He said $228 that was given to Patrick showed what Javion was getting ready to do as far as the unaliving himself. I've been following this story with you since day one, since you touched foot on ground down there. Go back and look at Indisputable and listen at what the commentator said. Because I commented on that video. And he said, giving up $228. I mean, it looks like he was saying that was the end in those words. Just go back and look at it because I'm paraphrasing. But I looked at it. I don't heard anything on Roland Martin.
Yeah, I think Roland did do a
You know, I'm not saying anything against, you know, the white commentator either. I'm just a factual. I'm just calling it like it is.
Yeah.
Because it makes me very upset since September 11th, and then those few days after when you touched the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So a lot of people been here since day one, watching and hearing everything. But when I heard that on Indisputable, and you allowed someone to say that and to blame that on that baby of being a young man, 21 years old. There are a lot of mothers on the channel. I'm not going to another channel. I'm a mother of 4 sons, from 39 down to 23. Okay, so we all are a mother of a kid. It's like when it hit with Trayvon Martin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We need to come together. That's it. But spinning all these other narratives and, you know, he unwound himself and making it look, no, come on. let's call the thing a thing, and let's keep it what it is, and let's stay on topic with Taylor House Publishing. So I just want to tell you thank you for what you're doing, but go check out Indisputable.
Yeah, because I didn't watch it because I was too busy studying all the information we got. So
Right.
it was like I never saw it. I go check it out. I think
it rolled up in my feed, and when it said when I saw Javion's picture, when I saw his picture pop up, and it was a picture from off of one of yours, then I went ahead and tapped on it because I wanted to hear what did they say and was it going to be the same and alike. He turned it over to a commentator, and the commentator gave his opinion. Yeah, once he gave the $228, I mean that was, he was saying that was the end. Everyone that's on the line should go and check it out.
Okay.
Everyone should go and just really listen so you can hear the narrative that they spent on this young man, and I made it be known. So thank you again. I'm going to go ahead and get off your line, though, but I appreciate you, Richard.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't I didn't watch that one because that was that was early on. So by that time we didn't we was too busy. Yeah, I like Richie though. Like my cousin turned me on to him. I never heard of him before either. So, peace and blessings. You live.
Peace and blessings. I'm just calling to find out if Javion's parents, if they can get their what do you call it, the person to do another the coronary, if they get a coronary there in Ohio or where they live at. I mean, wouldn't that prove that whoever the FBI here, was negligent? Would they be able to do that?
Yeah, like I said, I can't speak on nothing that the family is able to do. That's a question that you have to wait for a direct to them. And I think if I'm not mistaken, they'll be on MTGV I think Monday. So that's something that I didn't dive into that aspect. I just deal with the all the evidence from what I see.
But you understand where I'm getting at, because in here in North Carolina, they got it sold up, with all their people giving their false information. But I'm saying now that he in Ohio, where they live at, get them to do another examination. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, I got you.
And get the whole kit and caboodle of all the criminal activity that was done.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what I'm wondering. I'm hoping that lawyers is working on that, if they can exhume the body and get their medical examiner to examine the body.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't know what the family plans to do in those cases. But I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, that would be the nail in the coffin right there.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Then. All right. Well, thank you so much. That's what I was calling.
Appreciate you for calling. Appreciate you for calling and tuning in, sweetheart.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Peace and blessings. You live.
Yes, peace and blessings, my brother. I've been watching you about, I guess, when we came on the phone, YouTube, and I said, wow, this is great. I got about 4 questions. Number 1, why has the company you work for hasn't said anything? And number 2 is, my condolences go out to the family. Number 3 is, excuse me, when they did the Mississippi Burning movie down there, I feel that the FBI should get involved. A lot of people is hiding in power and thinking we're stupid. We're not. And everybody should be held accountable across the board. And 2, with this election, is nobody's talking about it that's in their position. It's about a vote. It's about this, that, and the other. This is so crazy on so many levels. And number 4 is, I just thank God our eyes are opening, but we have to come together as people. We have to get back to our basic in the Bible and stuff like that. And we're going to have to uplift each other. This rap, this cussing, what our kids is going just wild here, all crazy and stuff like that. That is not it. And until they wake up, most of them need their butt whoop. I ain't gonna lie, because I raised my kids by myself and everything. I'm trying to hurry up. I'm just excited, and I'm just, oh God, you just don't know. And you be careful. As soon as I get straightened out, I will support you. I'm not gonna give my name out and nothing like that. And we have to. I don't know what's going on with your YouTube thing. But it don't make sense. Like today, I had the phone off and everything. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up. I'm just so excited. So I had the phone off. I cut it off. I told the dogs, I said, I got to go back to y'all chill. The phone came back off on and said, say what? I'm like, oh my God, I already knew our phones are tapped. I mean, all these phones from China and everything. And, if they made one chip, they got 2 or 3, right? So they are definitely listening to our conversations. I know I just want to go on and on and on, but anyway, I know somebody else want to talk.
Thank you.
Oh Lord, I just got to calm down. We got to calm down. And if folks are not going to come correct with the situation, we're going to have to stand and pray on one accord.
Amen.
And to stop. And YouTube people that saying stupid stuff on your page.
Yeah.
Just stop it. And it don't make sense. Come clean, tell the truth. Because you know what? God's gonna get all y'all, and it's gonna be so sad. Y'all gonna pay dearly. And if your family, your wife, your kids, and all of them is not saying anything, they need to be held accountable too. We got to take away all these jobs of all your detectives, everybody that worked with Mr. Javion did, everything they did to him. And okay, I'm gonna get up with. I'm gonna talk tomorrow. I mean, I'm gonna say tomorrow. So I'm just excited. I'm more excited because I haven't had my diagnosis. Now I can wait till you come on, and I know you're excited like me. Everybody's excited. We want to get to the bottom of this, but and the pastor, another thing, the pastor. What are they saying? There's nobody like this is crazy. If anybody don't know the world is about to come to you, I said, God, I do not want to be left behind in this tribulation. But you know what? Folks is going to pay for the discrimination, hating folks with just craziness. And another thing, one more thing, I'm getting off the phone for real, I promise. And we have made all these religions come in this country that do not believe in God. And these are the repercussions that we are dealing with. But if you go to the country, they're not going to have no Christian religion, whatever. I know some people in their countries are Christians, but they have to hide. So, God is really, really speaking. He's not playing with none of us down, especially ones that's not saved. I back you 100%. As soon as I get straightened out, I'm on a, I don't know, maybe I need to write something because I don't like talking on the phone too much because you never know who's listening. I know somebody's on my phone that when I get off my phone, they send me pictures, stupid stuff. This has been going on for like a month and a half, right? I'm blocked them. I try to do everything. I mean, I just can't get them off and I can do with the phone. And it's crazy. And I know I can say stuff. The next thing it's just like I'm being repeated. So it's just like somebody is recording and listening. But that's all right. The devil do not win. We win. God bless you, my brother. And I am so excited. I enjoyed the panel with the other guys you had on there. Oh, God, I got so excited. I'm like, yes. But anyway.
Thank you.
I'm on the air. Yes.
Thank
okay,
you.
my brother.
All right. I'll talk with you later. Thank you for tuning in.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you so much for everything. Tell his parents that they hi. And I love them too. And they are so loved. I know they know, but we love them so much. And I don't even know them, so they're my family too. So
all right.
Y'all have a good night. I'm going to listen to this talk because I'm excited for the next
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
And I love y'all.
All right. Love you too, sweetheart. Peace and blessings.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all make sure, because she did mention y'all. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
Hi, Taylor.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Taylor. You are doing an excellent job. But in my opinion, I don't think we need to calm down. I think we need to call the bikers and we need to ride out.
Call the who?
The bikers.
The bikers?
The bikers.
Okay.
We need to start. We need to smash the gas, put the pedal to the metal. We're doing a lot. You're doing a great job. You made a lot of people well, but now I like the lady with the black rainbow crosses and gets the black hoods and robes.
Yeah.
I feel her. Make something happen. Run the rain straight out this building home.
You right. You right. You right.
Yeah, we need to. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make it whenever we get it together and go down and face the music. But we gotta put some fire under this thing.
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right, Miss Taylor, I just told you to share the live.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hit the cash out.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Peace and blessings. All right, you too. Yeah, so yeah, I mean there are so many things that we can do, but you know, we want to move move right and exact. So but yeah, I really thank y'all for joining. Like I said, tomorrow, just listen to the call in its entirety tomorrow, and then listen to the breakdown of the call in its entirety. It's about a 30-minute video, but you know, I definitely wanted to just see the mindset, because some people mentioned earlier about being scared, you know, and you know, I'm not going to say that people are scared, but people are, you know, content or comfortable, or you know, not wanting to rock the boat. But we're gonna, you know, we I just want y'all input on that call. I mean, it's already, it'll be up tomorrow at 8. I think I'm gonna just set the time so it'll automatically. I think I can do that. I don't know, but I wanted to play it today because you know, this information, when you got somebody, and I don't know if y'all can hear the truth in his voice, but I'm gonna play it again if y'all didn't hear it.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
Appreciate you, LaDonna.
I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him.
Peace and blessings. You live.
Blessings to you too, Rich. I have a couple of things to say. The man who called about being calm. Being calm only do cases for the financial part. If the case is not big enough, being prompt, have something, now one of them will show up because they want to win the money. And also, the woman who said about the black robes and the black crosses, she's not lying. It is time for blacks to start doing the same thing, because we know we're going to be tired of being sick and tired.
You right.
Thinking nothing is changed.
You right.
And some blacks that I'm listening to and I'm reading in the chat, they 1934, 1829, this is 2024. I'm confused on when did we decide to become scared. If our ancestors was not scared to fight, when they was able to fight, why are we still acting scared in 2024?
You right. You right. And you can't be scared. You gotta be like Lil Jon and them. You can't be never scared. Bone crusher. That's it. Bone crusher.
Right.
And I'm old.
Right. And we always say what? We agree. We don't like that. But it seems like to me, people in this chat, like.
Now, you know, like I wouldn't say everybody, because there's some guys that get on me and say I'm too soft. So, you know, everybody has their own, you know, belief and lane. But what we do agree on is something got to be done. You know. So.
But that's what I'm saying.
So something definitely got to be done.
No, I'm not saying it's all, but it's a nice amount. It's a nice amount. And then the people that's in Henderson, I don't understand them. I really don't. Because just because it didn't happen to your family member, so that means you don't.
Yeah.
Because he's not from Henderson.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter where he's from. He's still a brown child in America. So why you are not up in an uproar in Henderson?
You right. You right.
And that, yeah, I sit back listening and watching.
What?
I put my comments in the comment every now and then from time to time.
Okay.
But, yeah.
What thing?
And one more thing. And that who was talking to you about the platform, your channel being your channel is big enough. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of my Texas. Yeah, your channel big enough.
Amen.
Because if it was to somebody else, it would be done just like Roland did and just like Undisputed did.
Amen.
And Roland, I think you say you don't have a problem with Roland, or I believe that's what you were saying. I'm not sure, but just like Kenny Lamar say, they not like us because he showed don't like you. Now he may pretend he like you in your face, but he's not for us.
Yes. All right, my sister. I sure appreciate you for calling. Thank. All right, you too. All right, so there's been a lot of talk about Ben Crump, right? So I just looked up his website. So if y'all calling, if y'all want to try this out, like I said right now, it's all hands on deck, right? So this is his site. It says Ben Crump, trial lawyer for justice. I believe in justice for all, and especially for those without a voice. Now, right on his page, you got this right here. How can we help? First name, last name, phone number, email. I have a case that resulted in physical injury. So this is the reason for contact. I have a case that resulted in physical injury. I was arrested and need a criminal lawyer. I have a case that did not result in physical injury. I would like to make a comment. I am with the Meteor Press. So this, I would say, like for me, I say I'm with the Meteor Press, right? Or I would say I have a case that resulted in physical injury because our brother was injured. And then, you submit it and, honestly, and I guess, all of these, deep. Oh, okay. So about, let me see, advocacy, areas we serve. Okay, view all areas we serve. Okay, is North Carolina up there? North Carolina, they serve Charlotte, Durham, and Raleigh. National practice areas. Okay. So this is what he focuses on. Settlement compensation. That's the first one. Lawsuit, municipal, workplace, birth, so what then resources. So this is what y'all see his number up there, 800-355-77. So, I don't oppose anybody for, putting it out there or going, putting that on the site because, hey, what if y'all feel it, if he get flooded with, we got 1,000 people in here. So if he get flooded with 1,000 messages of the same thing, then, but once again, the family does already have their attorneys as well. Then I did have a situation right here where I live at, and a young man was unalived by some Hispanics, and they were allowed to go free. And the sister did send the message. I guess she went on that, and they sent their the little, I guess, the automated message saying that they wouldn't be able to help her. So as once again, John Henrik Clarke, nobody is coming to save us. So we definitely have to save ourselves. But tomorrow, like I said, I was told by an administrator this type of case they do not take. Okay. Yeah, so it says some white spies among us. Well, Afro resume statement like this. Okay, so but yeah, man. So tomorrow at 8 a.m. it's 10 o'clock. So it's time to go ahead and wind down. But this is what we have. Once again, I'm gonna play it one more time.
Tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job. I mean, that's the same thing like I told them that day when we was out there. Somebody beat the shit out of that boy, and I will tell anybody that. He wasn't just left there. But when we found him, you could tell somebody had beat the shit out of him. If you got a corner and everybody else to know the guy was beat up, it's not my problem. That's the corner's job to put out there what they want to put out there.
And so, just to once again caution that when you watch it tomorrow. I did have to kind of bleep out a few words. And I listened to the call about 3 or 4 times today and yesterday, and I was a little bit, I had to check myself, like, whoa, I was way to just like, I don't know, like I don't know what came over, but when I heard him say that, and he's telling me that he was there and he saw what y'all just heard, like, I'm like, well, what's the problem? Like this, okay, who ain't, why don't everybody know this? So, so when you watch that, y'all just listen to me, be careful. I definitely believe the caller, and I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Peace, stay dangerous. My cousins say that, Herb Keeper. My cousins say that he rule. I'm sorry you feel that's not your problem. Hope that none of your family members have to go through the same thing. And that's what, and I understand, like I was just telling my cousin today, because I started doing this right here in my hometown of Goldsboro, North Carolina. And I would be covering a case where, let's say, this is just one example. Some girls was fighting in McDonald's, right? And then, one of the girls, later on that night, there was a shootout and one of the girls got unalived. Now, I do a story on it talking about, okay, this is a problem in our community. What can we do? Well, a young girl has lost her life. We need to get this under control. Who, where are the parents? Like, what can we do to stop this? Next thing you know, you talking about my daughter. You talking about this. You talking about that. And I'm like, okay, so I understand when you trying to bring awareness to a situation, people are going to take it the wrong way, especially if it's about somebody they know. Another example, it was a big case in here. It was a police officer who got caught, moving substances, doing all types of crimes. He was working with a couple of known hustlers around here, and it came out in an article in the indictment and in a newspaper who these 2 individuals were. So I took the newspaper, I took the information, and just like I do, I put the pictures on the thing, and then I just read from the article. And of course, I got calls. Hey, why you talking about my brother? Why you talking about this? I'm like, I'm literally reading the article, and I did the article as a testament to the crooked police. So I had to use their situation to point out the bad thing about this corrupt police officer. So I see that people sometimes just don't get it. They don't get it that we're trying to bring justice to and expose these corrupt people, these lying people, this corrupt network of people who have been unaliving us for years and years and years, but people will take it because, once again, like just like I told the people who I did the story on about the hustlers who was quote unquote informants, I was like, if that was your family, you'd have been like, yeah, that dude snitching, man. But because it's your family, then the truth, you don't want the truth to be known. But I'm kind of, it's hard to tell the truth, and everybody like it. Let's say that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna like the truth. So I thank y'all for tuning in. As the scripture that I just read, Isaiah 58:1. It says, cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet in Zion, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Now, as you know, I was on the show with the Hebrew brothers last night, and they feel, as many people do, not even Hebrews, they feel like we are, as Black people, the original people, God's people. So we also, some people mentioned, the lady mentioned about the music, the drugs, the culture. So we got to also take responsibility of our transgressions and our sins. Now, I'm not the one that say when a police, shoot an unarmed man and unalive him in the street, I'm not wanting them to say, well, what about black on black crime? No, that's not me. But there are certain aspects of our own culture that we have to address because, it like we are doing more to each other than anybody else is doing. So there's a certain aspect. So we got to show each other our sins as well. And verse 2 says, yet they seek me daily and they like to know my ways. As a nation, we are a nation. If you speak to my Hebrew brothers, the nation, we are that nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their God. They ask of me for the ordinance of justice. So there's a prerequisite. We got to do something and then we'll get justice. So in the last part, they take delight in approaching God. And that's what, I do. I take delight in approaching God because, that is, and, as the later lady called, like, I don't know if y'all heard my testimony, but, she said, okay, there's a reason I'm still here. And, I'll probably go, over my testimony on November the 19th. November the 19th, I'll be celebrating 5 years clean and sober from a white powdery substance and alcohol. So, that's just, a testament of, the goodness and the graciousness of God because, I've been through a lot of things that, I'm really, as they say, playing with house money, as they say, anything when you playing with house money, that means you up, like, I'm up really, but for the grace of God that I'm still here. So I thank everybody for tuning in. I thank y'all for the love on the Cash App. I see them coming through, the love on the Super Chat, but also the love of the communication, the ideas, the engagement, the sharing of the videos, because, this is something that, that we have to continue to bring forth in the light. I see somebody say the squeaky wheel get the oil. So we definitely got to be vigilant. We got to be, outspoken. We got to be, courageous. We got to be courageous. So I pray that God will bless y'all and keep y'all throughout the night. May his angels watch over y'all and minister into y'all, keep y'all in good health, and that all your needs and your family's needs be supplies, that you will want nothing but live in complete abundance. I wish above all that you will be in good health, as even as your soul prosper, that you will prosper. But I thank y'all. All glory and honor goes to God. But yeah, check out the complete conversation tomorrow at 8 a.m. And then during the night, we might come back and discuss it. But there are a few more stories that we need to to address, because there's a lot of things that's happening still out there. But I think the brother did make a good point that, you know, after the election or right at the end of the election is a time, if they haven't, you know, did what they need to do in regards to our brother, then, you know, that may be a time to delegate and descend on the city. But nevertheless, peace and blessings to all. Much love. Y'all take care. Be blessed. I'm out.